All right, having talked about limits, and I'm done with that primary aspect of it. Now I want to go to further example. I have about 5 good examples here. Delta y dot over delta s is equal to this, as delta y delta s tend to dy dx. This is equal to this. Delta y delta x is equal to 3x squared delta x plus 5s plus 2, as delta y delta s tend to dy dx and delta s tend to 0. This also, delta y delta x tend to dy dx as delta x tend to 0. Look at this. Lim. This is the function, mathematical function. Lim this as x tend to 4. Lim this as x tend to 2. Remember the other one we were doing as x tend to 0. So anywhere we see that, we put 0. Now in this case, now it means anywhere you see x, you must put what? 4. But then there is something you must do before you solve. So I'm going to solve this one, and I'm going to solve. Tonya, tell me the one I'm going to solve. Let me see. Okay, let me solve this one, number 2. These are the 2 things I'm going to solve, and you will solve the remaining one. Do as usual. Okay, let us see. B, you have delta y over delta x, which is equal to 3x squared delta x plus 5x plus 2, as delta y delta s tend to dy dx. So anywhere I see delta y delta s, I'll put dy dx. So here will now become dy dx is equal to 3x squared. Anywhere I see delta x, you put 0. That's what it means. Then plus 5x plus 2. Now, let me simplify. Of course, you know that this function is equal to 0. Anything multiplied with 0 is 0. So I'll now have dy over dx is equal to what? 5x plus 2. So that is just my answer, because there was no further question to simplify it. So I will now have dy dx is equal to this. Final answer. Now let us go to the next one. We have that lim as x tends to 4 is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to x minus 4. Now remember what I said, that anywhere I see x you put 4, but then you have to do something before that. And what is it that you have to do? You have to simplify the numerator. You see this one? Break it down. And if you look at that function, it's a quadratic function. So you would have used any method used in solving quadratic